Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you very much for your continued support. The UDA party had given the members or aspirants who are seeking different elective seats up to until last Friday to submit their nomination papers. And of course, that came during that period. The only politician that we saw coming out publicly to resign from Jubilee Party and tell us publicly on his intent to seek an elective seat amongst the key leaders in UDA is Rigathi Gachagua. So according to reports that are emerging as of today, is that Ndindi Nyoro did not submit his nomination papers. Ndindi Nyoro was in the country, and the members, the aspirants that are battling it out, that surrendered or took the nomination papers to UDA, are around 7 aspirants, and they are seeking the UDA ticket in Kiharu, where Ndindi Nyoro is also there. So there have been a talk that perhaps he was to be given a direct nomination. But if it's to be given direct nominations, how could it be that the 7 members paid the fee and are in the list, and of course there is going to be a nomination? So that have really thrown things to spanner, and questions emerging. Is it that Ndindi Nyoro is another secret card for deputy president? Because after Rigathi Gachagua stepped down from the running mate race, it left it very open that for the central Kenya, if it was to be given to the loyalists, then it is only Alice Wahome, Ndindi Nyoro, or Kimani Ichung'wah. But even Kimani Ichung'wah have not made it public whether he's going to seek re-election back in Kikuyu. So what is happening, and ladies and gentlemen, what do you think have actually pushed Ndindi Nyoro not to seek re-election in Kiharu? I think this is attracting attention because actually Ndindi Nyoro is a first-time MP. He was first elected in Parliament in 2017, and everyone else will expect him to go and seek re-election. And everyone else was expecting him to go and seek re-election. So the speculation is rife on whether Ndindi Nyoro can also be a potential running mate to William Ruto. Now let's try to pursue this. Kindly, if you're watching this video and you've not yet subscribed, take a second and subscribe, and also more importantly, click the notification bell so that when we publish a video, you will always be notified. And you can also give us your perception. You can also give us your understanding. Why do you think that Ndindi Nyoro is not going to defend the Kiharu Parliamentary seat? Because I think even if ambitions are there, but failing to go and defend that seat to play the national politics in the name of UDA, I think, in my own opinion, that is being overambitious. Moses Kure is in the fold, Kabogo is in the fold, and now the issue of the running mate is the spectrum is now large, and I don't think he would make that just to go and seek that position. So let's try to pursue one. I think Ndindi Nyoro William Ruto have implored on Ndindi Nyoro to shelve the parliamentary politics so that he can replace Rigathi Gachagua in the mainstream campaigns. This is the same thing that William Ruto did in Meru, in Tharaka Nithi, because he convinced the then Kithure Kindiki senator not to seek that Tharaka Nithi Senate seat so that he can be in the national campaigns. But my personal analysis on this could be a wider scheme by the Dr. William Samoei Ruto to weaken strong leaders from central Kenya that would actually challenge him. And I know you'll doubt whether Ndindi Nyoro is one of them, but Ndindi Nyoro is one of the loyalists around deputy president. So being that William Ruto wants to consolidate a team that will run the mainstream campaign successfully and will concentrate there, it is highly possible that implored on Ndindi Nyoro to shelve and seek to go into national campaigns. Secondly, it could also be that DP Ruto have already made his mind that Ndindi Nyoro can be a potential running mate. Now, I think the running mate question is one that have really been exhaustively analyzed in this country. and the options have been narrowed down to either Musalia Mudavadi or Central Kenya. But in Central Kenya, also the options are being narrowed down after Rigathi Gachagua stepped down. If he is going to reward loyalty by the running mate position, then that loyalty only remains with three. That is Ndindi Nyoro, Alice Wahome, and Kimani Ichung'wah. Because Kithure Kindiki is a latecomer, his loyalty have not been tested. Moses Kuria has been a mole, and I saw the people calling him Trojan horse. President Uhuru Kenyatta's Trojan horse cannot be trusted unless this team says they don't want that position. But again, I think Irungu Kang'ata is the only politician that mentioned he doesn't want it, but the rest have not pronounced themselves on the issue of the running mate. In fact, if there is a politician that have been keeping quiet about the running mate conversation, is Ndindi Nyoro. So, ladies and gentlemen, is it possible that he can't be the running mate? I don't know. Thirdly, I think that Ndindi Nyoro have also realized that he doesn't want to go to that nomination. And maybe this could be an inside deal to make sure that they are handed direct nominations. And of course, when they go to seek those seats, they have to resign from Jubilee. And they don't want to do that because you never know the repercussions. Jubilee is already blowing hot and cold, saying that they can take steps for the members that actually will resign from the party. So maybe he is also going to be given direct nominations. But if not, then the ground might be hostile for Ndindi Nyoro back in Kiharu, and that is why he has opted that instead of going to battle it out with the other Jubilee candidates for that seat, he rather remain in the national politics. So remember, he's a first-time MP, and in Central Kenya, there is something that Murathe was talking about. They don't recycle leaders. So if you have not performed well, even though there is the party loyalty, the ground might be very hostile for him. And the ground will be very hostile because he's facing a competition from Jubilee and the other parties that are within there. Or could also be a possibility that amongst the people that have sent, the aspirants that have sent their nomination papers there, some of them have been so strong on ground. But again, the issue of direct nominations for me does not hold. It does not hold simply because if they are to be given direct nominations, you do have an option of not receiving nomination papers for aspirants seeking the seats on the areas they want to give direct nominations. And that will not be the situation because even Rigathi Gachagua had to go and apply. So ladies and gentlemen, this is just a bit of other speculation now. Lastly, maybe this can also be open. This can also open a Pandora of thought on a power sharing deal between Deputy President and the Central Kenya Caucus team. Maybe he has also had a deal with them and individual secret pacts where talking with leader A, support me in the event that we form this government, this we're gonna get. Because again, I have to mention, and you cannot underestimate, that when it comes to party politics, it is all about the interest. When I support you, what do I stand to gain? And that is something that each and every politician must always put in stage. So maybe William Ruto have accepted that he is not going to give maybe Ndindi Nyoro the running mate, but behind the scenes, there are also deals that they have signed, and maybe Ndindi Nyoro might get a stake in the UDA government. But this begs the question, how about if they don't form the government? How about if they lose? Because the probability of losing is also there when you talk about the 2022 politics. So, ladies and gentlemen, now if Ndindi Nyoro is not going, and let me ask, if the nomination is down there and someone wins that nomination and Ndindi Nyoro is out there, does it mean that there is something that they're going to do? But I also feel like I think I might support if DP Ruto is giving direct nominations because sometimes you need to reward loyalty. ODM party have been very strong because ODM rewards loyalty. When John Mbadi almost lost in Suba, Mbadi was rewarded by the ticket. When Anyang' Nyong'o was almost losing in Kisumu, Anyang' Nyong'o was given the ticket somewhere in the bush. So I don't want to crusade here for what I can say autocratic leadership. But of course, if he might feel like Ndindi Nyoro has been so loyal, and the key ally that should not go for the nominations, then there is something that is happening behind the scenes. So I think it's interesting to see how this is going to unfold, because they have not come out completely openly, like the likes of Ndindi Nyoro, to say whether they are going to seek those elective seats or they are going to play the National League. Ladies and gentlemen, what does that posit? What does that posit? Does it mean that the ground is hostile, or it's just about the tactical strategy by the Ruto to clip the powerful voices from Central Kenya?